I truly appreciate all the support that I'm getting on doing this podcast. Many people say you finally find your niche. Honestly, I'm just doing me, just doing things from the bottom of my heart. And I will keep coming with these messages for you guys because not only that I know it's good for my soul, but it's also good for you. And if I've done a mistake in my life, who am I not to tell you guys what I've experienced and maybe tell you guys how you guys can avoid the same situations that I've been through. Some of them were my fault, some of them were not, and to have a stronger mindset. This podcast is for you guys to have a stronger mindset, a better belief system, to be your number one supporter because we often don't get that from other people and we will crash out when we don't get support from the people we love and need. So today's podcast is very simple. It's simply just doing you. I know it's easier said than done. I know a lot of stuff that's going to come in this podcast is easier said than done. And that's why I take my time to give you guys the pros and cons of certain things and reasons you guys should do it, reason you guys should not. Because at the end of the day, this life is all about trying stuff. Some things might work for somebody or myself, and it don't work for the person next to me. There is nothing wrong with that. Just keep pushing to do you. Doing you. Very simple, but hard to accomplish. Before you start doing you need to ask yourself, why do you need to do you? Why do you need to do what's beneficial to you? Why you need to put yourself first? Why you need to just attack everything on your own and not caring about what everybody else got to say? The reason why you have to do so is, if there is one thing that I've learned in this life, is that everybody, including myself, have an opinion on a subject, on a topic, or an action that was taken by somebody else. You could say that you're nosy, you could say that you're not nosy, you could say you mind your business or you don't mind your business, but at the end of the day, everybody have their own opinion, whether if they say out loud or whether if they keep it to themselves, because there are people that are more shy than others. They will keep their opinions to themselves, but there are other people that their opinion is so loud, it's becoming as if it's a enforcement that person is trying to do in your life. And that's the reason why you need to do you, is that everybody gonna have a say, so everybody will have their own opinion. Everybody will have their own two plus twos, their salt and pepper to add to the stir to make everything worse. That is why you just have to focus on you doing you, accomplishing your own things and your own goals. And it starts very small, but that's the plan, because eventually you will grow and you will be better. So, doing you mean you stop outsourcing your happiness. Doing you means you do the things that simply brings a smile to your face. You don't do it for people to say, "Hey, good job, great job, I am proud of you, I'm happy you did this." So, in doing that, you build your own dreams. Doing you means you're not living to people's expectation. So, that was step 1 or phase 1 in this case. It is simply the reason why you need to do you. There are many benefits of doing you. Some of them are positive, some of them are negative. But doing you, whether if it's a positive thing or a negative thing, is honestly bringing yourself peace without you even noticing it. Because the thing is, and I'm very, very strong on that. I am the type of person that is going to tell you I'd rather be at peace with myself through the night, through the heavy rain, through the heavy snow, through the summer. I'd rather be at peace with me, Advent St. Louis, instead of being at peace with the world but at war with myself. Self-war is a very terrible thing, and it could lead to many things. I've known people that take their life because they can't control what's in them, or they can't control the inner part of themselves. um I know people like, yo, they will crash out, they will lose their shit because they're simply not doing them, they're simply not living up to their expectations, they're simply not bringing peace to themselves. That's why I said self peace is the best thing in this world for anybody. It doesn't matter where you're from. Doing you also means joy. When you chase your dream and you accomplish your goals, whether if it was minor or major, something small, something big, like whether if it was lifting up 10 pounds versus 100 pounds, doing you brings you joy. And self joy is something that everybody need, because there is not going to be people around you 24/7 to make you feel happy. At the end of the day, we all humans. There are times where we are going to be down, and we are going to be bad, and we are going to be mad, we are going to be angry, we are going to be sad. You need to do you for your own joy, because joy is something that a lot of people do, that, oh, why is this person so happy they're going through all of this, or why is that person so happy if this just happened to them, they just lost their girl, their boyfriend, or they just lost their mom, they just lost everything else. That person didn't just find that joy right away, or it's something that took time to build up. So when the chaos come onto their life, they have a foundation so strong where even if they're shaking up a little bit, you never see that person go straight to like crashing out or losing their shit, or like trying to invest themselves somewhere else that's not needed nor wanted. So they are protected because they do them. They go to the gym because they love it. They read books because they love it. They travel because they love it. They hang around with family because that's what brings them joy. So find the things that brings you joy. For me, it's the gym, it's hiking, it's reading. There are many other things that could bring you joy, like put on your favorite TV show. Like just do the things that makes you joyful. It's not always about pride and hard work and, oh, I'm this, I'm that. But if you don't have joy in anything you do, and you're not gonna be perfect in your own eyes. You will never be perfect in your own eyes. Let's just put that out there. But the plan is to be acceptable in your own eyes. So, a question that I know for a fact that everybody asks themselves is, what is my purpose? When you focus on self improvement, then you will find your purpose. When you are focused on making yourself better, or when you focus on being on a straight path because you know there is a goal that you need to do, focusing on yourself will make you become very much accomplished, because you not only not in competition with others, you are focused on what's in front of you, which is you. Right now I'm focusing on my phone because I'm recording this on my phone. I'm not worrying about anything going on in the streets or in my neighborhood or with the neighbors. I'm just focused on the phone and in my script. And it is hard to do when there is background noise, but learn how to cancel those background noise. In past episodes, I've explained how to ignore your surroundings. Learn how to ignore your surrounding and do self-improvement, because self-improvement would take away people's approval, because you already know what you're working on and you're being honest with yourself. So you don't need people's approval for you to be like, okay, I'm doing this right. You feel me? The last example and the last reason you should do you, because it's going to benefit you, is that when you are doing you, you're honestly not sitting around waiting for anybody's approval. You're not sitting around wondering what people are thinking of you, because you are too busy checking off your list. You are too busy moving to the next project. You are too busy moving into the next phase of your life. You are accomplishing things. So you're not sitting down waiting for so and so to be like, oh my God, good job. You did this, girl. I love it. No, you doing you. You're like honestly, you in your own world, because you're so focused on yourself. You're improving yourself and you're gonna become more accomplished doing so. Just like there are many benefits of doing you, there are things that you will face in trying to do self improvement. There are things that you will go through. You will lose relationship, friendships, situationships, family, whatever the hell you want to say. You will lose a lot of things. You will be confronted mentally, physically, and you will be confronted by people. You will be misunderstood. And that's okay, because it is not an easy path. I don't want you guys to think it's an easy path. Nothing in this life is easy. But at the end of the day, if you could try your best to live your life to your full potential while being here, then it would all be worth it. There is this thing that I call zombie friendship. A zombie friendship is when somebody see you doing something, and they don't want to flat out tell you no, that's the wrong thing, or they don't want to flat out come off as a hater, or they don't understand what is going on and they don't want to ask questions, or they don't necessarily agree with what you're saying, right? These people, you will see, they will very much still call you, still text you, still post you on your birthdays and holidays and stuff like that. But you will see them slowly start removing themselves from you, because you are doing certain things that is outside of what the friendship once was. So those are called zombie friendship, because they see you doing something they don't understand nor know why or agree with what's going on, they decide to just step back. And you also have zombie friendship based on people talking crap about you. When somebody's like, oh, you saw what this person did or it's doing, and then that person is sort of like understanding who you are and try to find out what's going on. If they really care so much about the situation, they come to you. But instead of coming to you, they will take the word of mouth from somebody else, and the situations get worse, and they move themselves away from the situation, from the friendship, from whatever's going on. So that's what we call a zombie friendship. And in trying to do you benefiting yourself, you will run through a lot of that. The zombie friendship phase, you will go through it. Some of them still have very much love for you, some of them don't. But sometimes it is very much better for you to go through things alone, for people to just sit back and don't pay you no mind. It's better for you to fall out with certain people without conclusion, without a closing phase, or without anything, because it makes you better. Because like at the end of the day, if you don't care enough to come to me based on something I did or whatever the case may be, if one of us is not an adult to talk to each other, we don't push each other enough to be like, oh yeah, well, this was wrong, that was wrong, then clearly that friendship does not matter. You should let it go. When it comes to relationship, if there is a point where you choose to do you to better your life, but that's not bettering your partner's life, or they feel as if like you're neglecting from them to do you, then the relationship might fall apart. And that's honestly a risk that you should take. I was gonna say you gotta think about taking, but that is honestly a risk that you should take, because you're doing this for you, to make you better and to live with a better you for the rest of your life. You don't know how much time it is you got. So some relationships will fall apart with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your loved ones, and that is okay. And it is what it is. You're not God. You wish the person the best. You let them think what they think of you. If you treated them well or bad, and some of them they will lie. They will try to make stories on you. Like I said, make the whole world know you this type of person when you're really not. And honestly speaking, that is okay. Doing you also comes with a lot of trash talk. The people that you could have sworn would never do certain things to you, they will simply do it. They will talk shit to you at the job that you are, in the school that you are, at the family function, the old friend group at the church, the old friend group at the school, the old friend group at your old job. Once you improve your life, you're trying to improve your life, they're always going to be shit talkers. And you got to be okay with that, because once again, you are doing better for yourself, because you will see yourself in the future as a certain person or character or a certain way, and those friends did not always gonna see that. So that is why you just gotta be okay and let things be. You guys are listening to me. Well, I hope you guys are listening to me, and I'm listening to myself. And there is one question that I'm having, and even when I was writing the script, I was having this question too, and I'm sure you guys will have it. Doing you sounds like a very hard road, and I know some people, they don't do okay with being alone at certain times in certain situations. So I know that a question that many people watching this may have, and I know for a fact that I'm having it, which is why I'm including it. I'm including the question in this, is why is it still worth it to do all these things that may cost so much? And that is a question that there are so many different ways you could respond to it. And I wrote it down, and I'm gonna read it straight from my phone. So if you guys see my head down, just understand that's all background noise. Because when it all goes wrong, when the fake love dry up, when the friendship fall apart, you're the one who gotta live with yourself. You're the one picking up the pieces. You're the one rebuilding your own life. So why not live in the way that you want from the start? You should just apply it to your day-to-day life. It is going to be hard. Like doing you is survival, because at the end of the day, after a breakup, after you fail the exam, after you gain weight in your lost weight journey, it is very easy to just give up, gain more weight, give up, drop out of school. I've done it. I've been there before, done that. It's easier for you to be like, yo, I'm not seeing the progress that I want to see, so I'm leaving the gym, I'm not going back. Or I'm not gonna pick up no overtime because IRS taking the money, or I'm not gonna do this because there's so many things that could go wrong. That could be on and on and on. We could sit here for all day, eternity. I could put this podcast live for the rest of my life, keep talking about all the negative things of doing you. It is yet so positive in an awkward way because you trying to better yourself, and once you are trying to do better for yourself, you attract things in your life that are better for you. So that is okay for you to risk what you currently have, because deep down there's that little voice, that little intuition telling you that you're not where you're supposed to be, and you're not who you're supposed to be, because you're settling for less, and you need to be somebody that do not settle. It's not just in people you don't settle. You gotta not settle within yourself. Be better, be greater, be awesome, be you. Because at the end of the day, you gotta give yourself a value that's so high that when the enemy or whoever comes in your life try to like knock it off, you are ready to say stop. You're ready to put your walls up and doing everything else that is needed to be done to protect your peace. Protecting your peace is good. Doing, you will lose your many friends, loved ones, whatever. You are living with your best self, and there is nothing better than that. And that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with a friend that you think might need this message. Let me know what you guys are struggling with in the comment and would love to hear me talk about. Give me your criticism. I am open to it too. Until next week, stay safe. Peace out. Love y'all.